Here we are, recording in progress. Hello, Lauren. Very good to connect with you here. Thank you very much for taking the time uh, for this conversation about joy.
Oh,
Um,
yes. Thank you for having me here. I love talking about joy, and I've been excited to meet you virtually.
Fantastic. Well, fantastic. So, of course, question number one, you see, is what is joy to you? What does joy mean to you, Lauren?
I like this question. It can mean so many things, but I think to sum it up for me is
Yeah,
that is feeling really genuinely present and
yeah.
in the present moment and feeling a sense of inner peace. And that's it
Very
because,
nice.
yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. So, you know, so how important is joy to you?
It's so important. I think it's the number one thing that is so important to feel present, and then I feel everything else from there can flow, and then we can be in alignment with our own inner being, and then in alignment with different things and experiences and people that we want to connect with. So I think that first comes the inner peace slash joy so that we
Yeah.
can feel connected to ourselves and then connect with others and other experiences that we would love to have in our lives.
Yes. Yes. So this inner peace and this inner joy, um, um, do you feel it's something that's automatically there, or is it something that needs to be to what extent does it need to be so cultivated and so watered like a flower, or what's your take on where joy comes from, and is it here already, or is it something we have to invite in, or what's your take on all this, Laura?
These are great questions. I feel that it's within each of us. Like I feel it's here within myself, within each individual, like it's there. But I
Yeah.
feel that to access it, it's a practice. That's
Yeah.
a practice to access it and to keep it growing and alive and to feel it.
Yes.
So it's within ourselves. Like I believe we have everything we need within ourselves. And then the practice is to find ways to, yeah, to feel it and access it within ourselves.
Yes. And then you use another sort of really interesting word in this when you're talking this now, which is about growing it.
Mm-hmm.
So do you feel that it's something that or do you find that it's something that when you give it attention, it grows and it expands?
Yes. Yes, I do. That's a great key point is that yes, because what we give our energy to will attract more of that energy and grow that even more. So I feel that when we give our focus and intention to activating, accessing our inner peace, inner joy, we will fuel it like in a good way and grow it and sustain it. And we can't always be there, and that's okay. We're human, and there are ups and
Yeah.
downs and challenges. But I think that the more we practice it, the more easily it can be accessed and
Yes.
revisited and
Yes.
come out again.
Yes. And again, use another lovely word, a lovely expression, but we can feel it more easily. We can feel
Mhm.
it more, not just sort of access it, but feel it more strongly, be more aware of it.
Right,
Um, you
right.
know, fantastic. So, okay, so all these wonderful things. So, what would be your top tip or your top tips for how to have more joy in life?
Oh, there are so many fun tools that I've been learning,
Yep.
experimenting with and playing with. And the number one, I mean, and everyone's different. And so it's fun
Yeah, yeah,
to, try out different tools, see what works best for you. And maybe depending on the day, your mood. But
yep.
for me, it comes back to laughing, choosing to laugh as an exercise because and no matter,
Very nice.
I feel like it doesn't matter who you are, no matter who you are, what you teach, what you know intellectually, it can be so easy to forget, to implement something and to practice something, no matter who we are. So I love these talks and discussions and things that you're doing, and that we're doing as a community to remind ourselves and to practice it with others. So 1 second, let me get back to your question. Oh, yes.
It's all incredibly interesting, Lauren. Just carry on. Yeah, it's
The,
really, really interesting.
thank you, the laughter part, because I different things came up in my life over the past year, everything, all is well, but different things, like I moved,
Yep.
my just different things that changed my schedule a bit and kind of threw me off of my regular schedule. So I just realized recently that I forgot to laugh. I
Ah,
forgot to
yes.
laugh as an exercise for the past, I don't know, for the past year. I mean, now I've remembered. I've started I'm laughing again now. It's been like, I think, 6 months, but before that, for a year about, I forgot to laugh, and I realized, oh my gosh, that's what it was. That's what the difference was. Because I thought, why am I not feeling totally like myself? And it was the laughter part. I think for me is the quickest way to activate that present moment and that
Yep.
joy and that inner joy and that inner peace, and to lower the cortisol.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so many other amazing benefits. Yeah.
Yes.
So the
So,
laughter.
well, I know. Well, absolutely. So in your own laughter practice, so how often do you laugh? Do you laugh on your own, or do you do it with others? And how long do you do it for? And all these sorts of juicy questions, Lauren.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love sharing this stuff. So
Great.
how often do I do it? When I realized that it was the laughter component that was essential for me and that I had forgotten to do,
Yep.
um, I made a commitment to myself to do it. I do it every day now. And I
Fantastic.
do it every day. I start off my day as early as possible in the morning with that. Just
Very
so that then the
nice.
rest of my day flows with more ease and joy. So I do I so to make a commitment to myself and to share it with others, I record my laughter video,
Oh,
onto my
very nice.
social media, so that people could join along with me, and that I know that I'm committing to doing this. And
Very
so I do it
nice.
every day. I make the mini laughter video about about a minute, so that it's a bite
Yep.
size thing that people could do. A minute. We can all make time for that. And
Very nice.
yeah, so I do that daily. And then what it does too. I mean, then I continue to, I'll do another laughter exercise with myself, not recording, or with a friend or a relative, my
Yep.
kids. And I'll also, 1 second here. Oh yeah, and the more that I practice laughing as an exercise, the more it flows, and the more humor I've. Even though laughter yoga is not comedy, we're
Yep.
not telling jokes necessarily. That's not the
Yep.
we're not telling jokes, but I find that I find humor in so much more. Like, I'll be driving, and if somebody's I don't know, cuts me off, we
Yep.
don't want that, we don't like that, it's not safe, it's not right, but I'll find a way to laugh at it and let the situation or annoying situation go. So I find
Yes.
it does there's so many benefits to practicing having our laughter flow.
Yes. Yes. Because you mentioned first of all um that you find, basically, if I understood you right, you find the more you laugh, the funnier you find life. First of all, right?
Yeah,
Um,
the more things we can find things, yeah, find humor in things, and
yes.
makes it easier to let
Uh,
things go.
yes. And then the second thing, if I heard you right, was yes, it's easy to let things go. Easy to let the more laughter, the stronger more your laughter practice, then the easier you find it to let these kind of life kind of moments just pass and flow.
Right,
Did I hear you right?
yes, you
Yes,
do. Yes,
yes, great.
exactly.
Yes. Um, so really, I suppose your number one tip for yourself is to really keep energizing your laughter practice, with a recommendation, possibly. Well, particularly in the laughter yoga community, but for us all to make sure we have a nice daily dose of laughter.
Yes, yes. I find for me that's the quickest, most efficient, most fun way to access and grow that inner joy and inner peace and to be in
Yes,
the
and you do
present
it.
moment.
And you do it as a morning practice.
That's my intention. I find that when I do it in the morning, the rest of my day flows. Otherwise,
Yes.
funny things start to happen. Like if I don't laugh right away, like I'll forget my wallet. or
Yeah.
for yeah so I find the earlier I but then you know what I try to be gentle with myself like we
Yes,
which is
yes.
another good practice which laughter yoga helps with. So if I can't get around to laughing right away and I laugh later on, what I do is I make that a game too. I realize, oh my gosh, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. These different like funny things happen, like I forgot to I don't know, my wallet, or forgot to, I was in the wrong checkout line at the grocery store, different thing. I'm like, that's because I forgot to laugh. And then I thought, oh,
Yes.
that's a good lesson. So then I try to reframe all the funny
Yep.
circumstances that happened before I laughed as like oh, I see how important it is to laugh earlier in
Yes.
the day. So it's all good, no matter when I laugh.
Yes. Well, but yes, so you find these sort of things that happen, they act as reminders or as prompts to kind of to really sort of sharpen up and refocus and remember to do the practice uh, as a morning practice as early as possible. So they act as a prompt and as a reminder.
Exactly. Yeah. So no matter when,
Amazing.
yeah. So all that to say, no matter when you laugh, it's great. And the
Just
key
do
is
it.
is to just practice it and do it.
Yes. Lauren, how fantastic! What an amazing and lovely conversation. Um, Thank you very
Thank
much
you.
indeed for taking the time for this.
Thank
Um,
you.
um, and and maybe at some point in the future we'll meet non-virtually. I maybe even in person sometime.
Yes, that would be amazing. And can
Great.
we, I don't know, do we do a goodbye laughter?
Well,
Or I
we
don't want to
could
put
do.
you on the spot.
No, shall we? Shall we do that? Shall we have a
Okay.
little kind of, ha 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 ha
Is
ha
that
ha?
okay? We didn't pre-plan this. This is
Yes,
totally
yes, yes. Oh, my hand's gone up.
spontaneous.
Ha ha ha.
Oh.
Ha 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 ha
Oh,
ha
thank
ha
you so
ha
much for
ha
having me
ha
and
ha.
laughing with me.
Fantastic, Lauren. Ha ha
Okay.
ha ha ha. Okay, lovely. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.